Hey guys, Dogman123 here. Welcome to a new series on my channel called Storytime Sunday, where I'm gonna release these stories. I've been dealing with a lot of drama on Xbox. That's a different story. But this story is about my first stitches. And this happened 1 year ago from today. Alright, I remember playing Minecraft Story Mode Season 1, Episode 6. Sorry about that. I was drinking a drink of water. I know I sound calm right now. But, yeah, let's get into the story. I was playing Minecraft Story Mode, and my parents were outside. And my parents aren't like the kind of people who like being outside. They're kind of just, sit down in the chairs and just watch TV. So I got excited. So I ran outside, and this was like, I have ADHD, so it's kind of, I'm kind of active. So I got outside, ran around the yard, went around the neighbor's house, and I slipped on the wet grass, and guess where I fell? On glass. I fell on glass and split my knee wide open. Now, I was screaming, cursing, all of that, running to my parents. At first, they didn't know what was happening. My mom was mad at me for yelling bloody murder. But then she knew was telling her I needed stitches. Because there was blood going down my leg. So then, she looks down at my leg, sees the blood. My dad says I need stitches. And when I heard my dad say I need stitches, that's the trigger. I started to cry. And I was walking towards the porch, and I got lightheaded to the point where I was gonna pass out. And when I was gonna pass out, I was leaning against my dad's van. And sat down on my porch while my mom got a rag to wrap my knee in, covered in blood. And I remember putting my arm down on the wound, and I looked at my arm and it was all bloody. So we get in the car, and yeah, I go to the hospital. My mom puts me down near this curb by the hospital and gets a wheelchair. And I'm just in there for like an hour. I text my grandmother. I called my grandmother and told her what happened and that I needed stitches. And I ended up getting 13 stitches. But yeah, it was all blood, and there was a bucket that they had to put, because that's how much blood was coming out of my knee. I'll show you guys a scar next vlog. Or this might be if I can figure out how to do it, there would be a picture on the screen right now. But if there's not, please don't get angry. I'll show the picture off one day, but yeah. When I got to the hospital, they told me I needed 13 stitches. And I was just crying the whole time. I was mainly worried. I wasn't worried about the cut. I was just worried of them finding the glass still in my knee. That's the part that scared me. And then had to get pliers and stuff and open it up more and take the glass out. But Yeah, so I saw the needle. They got me an x-ray. I saw the needle of how they were gonna give me stitches. And if you guys go look at my older videos and my other channel, Creeper Killer 123, you guys can actually see the stitches. But yeah, I one needle, two needle, three needle, four needle. There are like four needles, four different kinds of needles, because they need a small for the edge and bigger the more it was. It went all across my knee. Like you can put your whole arm inside, not the whole arm, but your whole entire hand inside it if you really wanted to. But I don't understand why would you want to. But yeah, I got stitches. This was back then where school was gonna start at the end of the summer. So I got a lot of cred at school, like no bullying and stuff. I tend to get bullied at school a lot. But a loser like me though, let's be honest, bound to get bullied. But yeah. So when school started, there was gym. Gym was really hard for me. Like my gym teacher, I'm not gonna give out any names, so I'm just gonna say Mr. Ryan. So Mr. Ryan, my gym teacher, would tell me I couldn't do gym, and I love gym, so I wasn't just gonna say no. So I still played around in gym. One time I had a basketball hit my leg, hit my knee, and oh, I never felt that much pain. I was on the floor. So yeah, so I split one stitch open, and that was the day of the stitches removal. And to this day, if I bump it, it still hurts because of that ball in me. Oh yeah, there's this kid back then. I'm gonna call him Alex. His name is very close to Alex. He was kind of like the class bully. He smashed a window before. Like, if anyone from my school is watching this, you guys know who it is. And I'm happy that he's gone. He's not dead, but hopefully not. I don't want to wish that upon anyone. Besides a few people, but yeah. When we were in gym class and he decided to trip me. He decided to trip me. And guess what knee I fell on? Stitch's knee. There was blood, not a lot of blood. But like to the point, like my school's kind of strict with blood. Like the tiniest blood, you gotta go to the nurse's office. But yeah. I just wanted to tell you guys the story of the time I got my first stitches. It was 13, fell on glass, had to get 13 stitches, got tripped at school. I had to use crutches, but when I got to school, like when school started, I didn't want to bring the crutches because I was scared to bring the crutches. I don't know why, I don't remember. But yeah, that was a cool water technique. But yeah, that's what happened. And still to this day, if I bump it, it still hurts. So yeah, this is Dogman, over and out. I'll see you next Sunday for episode 2 of Storytime Sunday. Bye, guys.